I have my big announcement that our little production of For Today is heading to the West End.
Oh, stop it, Carrie.
To perform from July 2020.
Are you saying it's gonna take us another year?
Yes,
To
exactly.
until September 2020.
So I recently watched the closing night vlog for the For Today series, and I actually realised that this time would be the time where we would be doing our West End run if we were going to the West End. I mentioned in the closing night vlog that we were making a transition from New Zealand to the West End, just as a joke, literally just for the mental hope that we were going to continue, because at the time I hadn't even auditioned for As You Like It. I hadn't even found out anything about the auditions in general, so I had no job at that point. And honestly, since that season, I've always thought it would be nice for us to bring a little bit of New Zealand culture onto the West End, because it's all of these American productions, all of these European musicals like Andrew Lloyd Webber's musicals. No New Zealand musicals are on the West End. For Today was quite a special musical for a lot of us, for the cast at least, because I mingled mostly with the cast. When the after party had closed for that performance, Lucy and I were hugging each other and crying for about 15 minutes, and then in the car, as you would have seen in the vlog, Andre, Lucy and I were crying.
Don't.
Too emotionally
Don't.
drained.
I am not in the mood.
That's us.
I am not in the mood. Turn that camera off right now. I'm seriously not in the mood.
Lucy and I had a bit of a
Turn that goddamn camera
cry.
off.
Oh, we do play that.
Yeah.
Well, you did.
Yeah, we
Well,
did.
yeah, stop reminding me.
It was a good final show. I did think it was only a month.
Was it?
Yep,
Only a month.
Wow.
only a month of rehearsals, and well, we did well.
Yeah,
Pulled it off.
you really did, yeah.
Which was really, really hard. We performed in August, and a lot has happened since August last year. Let's get real here. The big elephant in the room is there is a pandemic right now. We're in the middle of a pandemic, which is not what anyone expected last year. The COVID pandemic in general would have just caused a lot of drama with getting the cast into London for the performances, seeing that we are all spread out throughout the globe right now. Yeah, our cast and crew are just all over the world right now, which is insane. So it would have caused so much drama to get everyone into London for this season. But then on top of that, not too long ago, Boris Johnson did make the announcement that musicals can reopen as long as they don't have singing in it. And For Today has quite a bit of singing. It's not like Les Mis, but still a lot of singing and music. But let's get real here. With the way the pandemic is going in the UK, we would have had to either cancel or postpone the season, which is really, really sad. And the season we did in August last year was very, very short. But now some of us actually have some experience in doing longer seasons. A lot of us have a lot more experience with different companies, and just I feel like we've got a bit more experience under our belt, even though between August to March we actually had quite a significant amount of training since then to become better performers. Some of us were in either the productions of As You Like It or Macbeth. Most of us were in As You Like It. But yeah, so we have that bit of experience in doing a bit of a longer season. Sophie has had quite a few seasons that are quite extended. Andre's been doing extended seasons for quite some time now. So I feel like a lot of our cast would be ready and know kind of what the pressure is to have an extended season where you're performing for weeks on end. But you know, Andre's been doing extended seasons since 2011, and he's performed in Melbourne as well as New Zealand. He did the Crucible when I did My Fair Lady, so Crucible was done in Melbourne. I was doing My Fair Lady in Auckland at the same time, just a week apart. But yeah, so I feel like the cast would have been ready for what would have come through an extended season, and our director has done a few extended seasons before, so he would know what it would be like to keep the energy flowing as well. And because we've got that experience of extended seasons now under our belt with at least half the cast, it wouldn't be too daunting, it wouldn't be too scary. We'd actually have some sort of understanding, even though I've only done one extended season. No, my As You Like It season was going on from January 18 to February 14, so I kind of spent a few weeks working on that production. So that's my longest season yet. I got that little bit of understanding on what it's like to work extended seasons. Some of us would know more about extended seasons because Sophie has done way more than I have. But moving to the West End would have had so many impacts on so many of our lives, because while some of the people are still just acting as they normally were, some of us are in university now, like Hayden, Sophie and I. Out of the top of my head, we are the ones who are going to uni and studying full time. What would have happened if we did go to the West End? Would we have had to put our studies on hold, or would we study part-time? Or would we be alternates and we'd just be alternating with another performer who would join our cast? I don't know. So that way we could actually maintain our work as well. Because I can't imagine doing 8 shows a week while doing full-time study, or even part-time study, to be honest. I can't imagine it. It just seems too scary. So I feel like we might have to do alternative nights if we did make it to the West End. But in general, like, if I was going to go to the West End, I would put my studies on hold, just out of respect to my mental health. But also, since then, people have been due to do another production. Like, a few of my friends have been cast in another production that was meant to happen, but then lockdown had to stop that. Some people still have school, so yeah, they're lucky. If you're still in education, you're pretty lucky this year with the employment, because there's a massive economic crash right now, globally, due to a pandemic, so employment is going to be quite low. I hope that performing arts is going to get better very soon. But like I said earlier, so many of us are living in different cities and even different countries around the world, so it would have been really difficult to get us into London. A lot of us are located in Auckland right now, but some people are living in Wellington. Some of them are living in Asia. Someone's moved over to Asia since For Today. We have people living in America, in Australia, in Dunedin even. Let's face it, musical theatre has not been taken very well during this pandemic, because you can actually spread the virus easier by singing and laughing. For Today, singing, funny, lots of laughing, so it would have just been a madhouse when it comes to spreading the virus. So I think we would have had to be cancelled, to be honest, or postponed to next year. The memories that have come from For Today have been amazing, and I do really treasure them. And I do like the fact that For Today was done in that small, intimate space of time, and with those small, intimate audiences. But it would have been really nice to bring some New Zealand culture into the West End. It would have been really nice to have had a longer season, bigger audiences, and performing in a new place. I've never performed in London before. I've never gone to Europe before. For Today going in the West End would be amazing, but all the tension of, like, flying everyone from all over the world, like from Asia, all across New Zealand, Australia, America even, getting everyone there would be amazing. And right now, with the way the US is going, even before July, those people who are located in America right now possibly won't be let into London for work. Not that I think I'd get into London even though I live in New Zealand, but still, you don't know. Like, I don't know, maybe they would have, even though I said at the time we were going to have the same cast, same band, same team, with the way the world is going, I don't think we would have been able to get the entire cast there. Not to mention the way how London has been going, which, you know, no shade against London. Boris Johnson could have acted a bit more quickly, but at the time no one knew how bad the virus was, and no one was taking it seriously. Yeah, just imagine if we did end up bringing For Today to the West End. I think that would have just been amazing. All we can do is dream and just hope for the best and plan for when this pandemic is over for us to live our lives. Thank you very much for watching this video. Leave a like if you enjoyed it, comment something down below, subscribe if you haven't because I make a new video every week, and I hope to see you in another video.